Y'all, I am in the car to pick up my prescription. So,
Jesus, let me know. But they show no fish. Didn't say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. Didn't say you found it, but she doesn't want.
I finally decided to. Honestly, I've been working on my weight. Like, honestly, like, just been doing small things, changing things, no drinks, less fried foods, here and there. However, um, I've never had just a real chance, really, to just work out without one being in excruciating pain or two having the time. So I had my gallbladder removed after I had my oldest daughter, and um, I feel like it never affected me. Honestly, I feel like it never affected me. Like, yeah, I always had stomach issues, or pain, or everything I eat makes me go to the restaurant, which is why I never felt like I don't even see how the weight gain was happening. It's like I release everything I eat, like literally everything I eat. At first, it used to be just spicy food, but as I got older, became everything. It became water. It became coffee. It became, even if I ate the granola bar, it was like, dang, okay. So I decided to go to the doctor, and I was like, no, I just need to get some workups done. I need to get some labs done. I need to just really get a full thing, because I'm really just like losing it here, because I've been sitting at 230 pounds. Yes, and I'm short, so I'm like 5'1", 5'2", I think like 5'1". So when you're short, it has nowhere to go. Tall people, it get to stretch, it get to go, it stretches out. When you're short, it goes nowhere. You're stuck. You're fucking stuck. Okay. So I was like, I need some help. I need to go see exactly just what all I could do, because at this point, um, it got to be a little more to the background. I've always had problems, a lot of internal problems that goes on with my body, honestly, and I just never mention it. I always just say, yeah, I'm gonna work on it, blah blah, which I do. But I also know there's a lot of genetic things that go on in my family wise, and I was like, I don't want to be sitting here stuck at 230. No matter what I do, I get on all these plans, I work out, or I diet, I fast, and I never can really lose more than 5 pounds. Literally, it'll go from 230 to 235 to 230, and it's been that way honestly for about 2 years. And that's what I was telling like my coworkers when we was talking about it. It never goes past, like, it just stops at 230. Like, I can eat bad for 4 weeks straight, like, it won't go over, which I'm thankful for, because I would have been probably been in like the 300 club with all my internal problems, along with my cycles and all that kind of stuff. It just caused me to have a whole lot of hormone issues, and I'm always back and forth. Either I crave sweets a lot, or I just don't eat at all. Like, that's kind of my biggest issue, and that's what I had to tell my doctor. I had to explain to my doctor, like, my biggest issue was I really don't eat. I go off coffee. Like, I would get an iced coffee in the summertime, or a hot coffee if it's really cold outside, and I would just feed off that. Like, I would get that maybe like 7:30 or 8, sometimes 9, depending on my work day. And I would just feed off of that for all those hours up until 2:30. And then I'd be like, okay, I finally finished it. Now what? I wouldn't eat. I would just like sit there and wait, or how our schedule was with my husband. I would wait till I get the kids, then go home, we snack on something, and then I just eat dinner. So I already knew that was a part of my problem. Like, and I'm still struggling with it. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with them. I guess I slept on it, but they won't. But I guess it's part of my problem. I won't. I don't know, y'all. It's just. I'm gonna come back with part two. Okay, y'all. So I'm back with part two. I just didn't want that video to be nobody be holding their phone for like 10 minutes long. So yeah. So basically, long story short, I could never get the food thing right. I'm not a breakfast person. I could never keep food down when I try to eat breakfast. So it would all play a factor into a lot of my fat storage come from my body was just holding on to it, because I would not eat. I would not eat right. I would eat like one time a day or twice a day. And the twice a day would be like, I wouldn't eat till 3 o'clock or 2:30 p.m. in the evening. And then I wouldn't eat again till like 7 for dinner. Like, literally, that's how my schedule, and this is how my body was. And I believe it started storing it. So, along with that, I also found out after talking to my doctor and this nutritionist, all that when you have your gallbladder removed, it hinders your weight process. Like your body, yes, it releases everything. Like literally, oh my God, our bowels are horrible once we get that surgery done. But it changes our body so much. Like our body doesn't have the same digestive system as normal people anymore. So I found out that basically it was still harboring or holding on to fat because my digestive system no longer breaks down fat. So I'm like, what the freak? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, you sitting here, you already, it's like you got all these regrets because growing up you weren't big. Even after your second child, you weren't big. It really wasn't until I got on the depot shot that my weight came. And when I noticed it came, then I got off of it. But what I do that for, I don't know, y'all, because I have still to this day, fit to be 30 years old, battling menstrual cycle issues since I got on depot. Like my cycle, like literally just last year in 2022, I was on my cycle from September all the way to December. And when I say all the way, I mean all the way. I mean the whole 30 days I was going, and honestly, I thought something of it. Of course, you know how you be, but when I was working so hard and I was dealing with a lot of personal things in my life, I also just thought it was maybe the stress. Even when I changed my stressful situation and became less stressful, it still was on, y'all. So I had to go back. I didn't have to, but my OBGYN, she suggested it. She was like, let's put you on a low dosage of the Depo-Vera, which is the depot shot, just so we can stop the cycle for just at least a month, so your body can try to regulate it, so your body can try to do something. She's like, because if not, you're gonna be around here needing a blood transfusion or something after a while, lose, just bleeding like this out. And I'm talking about, y'all, it was, oh my God, I'm so sorry. If you're not a guy, I mean, if you're a guy and you don't want to hear this, just keep scrolling. I'm sorry. But y'all, it was so detrimental. Like, I was having to wear the diapers. Y'all know the little cute come diaper. Let me walk around the house in. Sis had to walk around work in. Sis had to wear this shit under her jeans. Like, that's how heavy it was. And it will only lighten up. And when I say lighten up, I mean it went from a diaper to an overnight bed. That's not lighting up to me. Coming from somebody who never had a cycle. Like my cycle, first I didn't get my cycle until I was like a junior or sophomore or junior in high school. So it was always, I knew that hope was going to be a problem then when everybody was getting theirs and mine was delayed. Yeah. So, I already didn't have one all my life. So imagine, boom. And then when I did have it, it would literally be on 3-4 days. The first day would be a spot. The second day will be a full blown. The third day will be a half a full blown. And then by that fourth day, it'll be gone. So just imagine, trying to go from a normal 3-4 day cycle to a freaking all day, every day for 30 days straight and for like 4 months straight. Y'all, I was freaking devastated. I was snappy. It was horrible, y'all. But anyways, off my cycle topic now. So, I just came to let you guys. I want to journal it and vlog it or whatever, and go with the flow so everybody can see. So, I did end up getting a lot of tests back, and I had a lot of things go wrong. So, I had to basically do something, or it was becoming life threatening for me. Let's just say that. Like my labs were really like, you know what? You got to do some, sis, or you about to be on some real medications, taking some daily shots, some weekly shots, or some, insulin. Not, I ain't trying to do all that. I'm sorry. I watch my aunties and uncles and some of them go through that, and everybody ain't trying to do it. Okay, so today's the 22nd of September, and I am picking up my first prescription of Ozempic. Now, I am so scared, honestly, because I'm just not a medicated person. I don't take medication. I take like my daily vitamins and stuff like that. But even with my iron was extremely low. Y'all, I have a real high dosage of an iron pill that makes me sick to my stomach, whether I eat or not. And I'm battling it now with my doctor. I'm telling him, like, listen, we got to find something else. I can't take them pills. They make me sick. So I am nervous to be starting my Ozempic. Come back for part 3. Okay, y'all, part 3. So I am nervous because I have heard it cause like stomach paralysis, and people say they be moody or sick. So I'm very, very extremely nervous. I have had a lot of people who've had good, and I have had people, because honestly, I don't know. My doctor he's African, So he's not, I'm not gonna just say African American, but he is like a black doctor, but he's African. So he does not really believe in a lot of medicine. He does believe in like Mediterranean diets and stuff. And I'm like, listen, I'm past all it. I can't get food stamps. I can't afford no whole fucking lettuce for 5 damn days and afford to cook some regular food for my other kid. Like listen, I need a kickstart. I need something that'll kind of release it so I can be able to go back to the gym without all these knee pains. I need some of the weight gone so I can kickstart something. And then so he was like, well, if this don't work, we could do weight loss surgery. That's what I don't want to do. Like, I'm not against it. Some of the people I've seen it, they look amazing, they look good. But I also seen some of the people who get it and they look sick. And I told him about that. And he was like, well, that's because they're getting it to get it quickly gone, but they're not keeping up with the recommendations the doctors say. Like, you still have to go to a doctor's appointment, you still have to eat right, do this and that, and in order for you, because I was like, it's some people who walk around here look like skin and bones. Like, they're right here, it just it's just bone. I don't want that. So and honestly, I don't want to lay on nobody's table. Like, I've birthed 2 kids, and those type of situations are, you know, like nerve wracking themselves because die giving childbirth. So I don't want to take the chance of getting my fat ass on no table. So no.
Okay, y'all. So, I started vlogging it or just putting it together on TikTok, but I didn't post on TikTok because a lot of TikTok people could be so cruel. However, I'm going to do both, but I'm going to do snippets for TikTok and then make them come here to watch the full story. So, if you watched the previous videos, then I kind of just gave you my background, gave you the backstory of how I started Ozempic, what all led to it, and honestly, this is it. This is week 2. This is my second dose. I do Fridays because Fridays is easier for me because on the weekends is where I usually tend to eat worse or eat bad or just eat things I just know I shouldn't eat, or even just be mingled with friends and stuff like that. Throughout the week, I pretty much can control what I eat and like the how much I eat. Or I normally don't get as hungry because my mind is more focused on work and my businesses and like my nail shop and my craft business. So I don't tend to just honestly eat like I probably should, but the weekends is harder because I'm not working my 9 to 5 and I'm not always working on crafts. I will have nail and wax appointments, but it's still like after those I can go out or go eat, so it's like I have more flexibility. So I did Fridays. They let you choose any day of the week you want. I chose Fridays because I wanted, like I said, to be closer to the weekend so it can control my hunger over there so I don't overindulge or overeat. So this is week 2, and today I am doing my thigh because I've just been doing a lot of research, and thankfully I haven't had a lot of the symptoms that a lot of people have, but my first shot was in my stomach and I felt the effects pretty good. However, I don't want to experience the nausea part, and towards the end of the week I did start feeling a little nauseous. So they say if you do it in your thigh, you get the same results as far as control hunger, but less nausea and vomiting symptoms. So I'm shooting for that this go around. Maybe next round I still do my stomach, and I'll just keep rotating it. So I'm going to do my leg. So after I inject it, this little thing goes from whatever my dosage is and spins all the way to 0 to let the PN know exactly how much to basically inject into my body. And then you supposed to hold it for like 0.6 seconds just to make sure all the medicine is getting in your body. When I did it on my stomach, I did feel a burn. And then you just take the needle off, the old needle off, so your thing is empty now. And dispose of it, because you can't use it. They all come pre-filled, and you get a new one. And then you put the top back on it, and it has to stay refrigerated. And also, it has days on it. So you can keep a reminder, and you just kind of put what day you took it. So I always just write what day I took my second dose. Oh, like now my leg is burning. So the leg kind of got a little after effect. Okay. And 9:20. I was put 10:06. It's 29. 9:29. Okay. So yeah, I am gonna keep everybody posted. I'm gonna keep my weekly vlogs posted, including my Ozempic, because I want to share my story, and because just to let people know it's okay. Like, people gonna backlash about anything, y'all. Like, people gonna backlash if you go get weight loss surgery. People gonna backlash if you go get a BBL, if you go get tummy tuck, whatever. Do what you want to do, okay? I've been working on my cousin, so yeah, I say do if you want to do, but I control that. I like that. Do what you want to do. Everybody body is different. Everybody has different struggles, and if you watch my previous videos, I've went through a lot of different struggles. So even with me eating right and trying to do gym, it still wasn't giving me the results that I wanted or that I just needed for my health wise. I just say I'm blogging because, one, it's my business, and two, it's my body. If me and my husband fine with me taking Ozempic, you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. And I'm speaking to everybody out there who wants to try something, who wants to do something, but so scared of what the people gonna say. F them people. Them people gonna say what they want to say. Them people gonna say something. If you were born skinny and stayed skinny your whole life, they gonna say, oh, she too skinny. Them people gonna say something. You was born fat and stayed fat. She need to go to the gym. I bet she eats 6 hamburgers. First off, some fat people don't even eat that much, baby, because I don't. And I don't even eat snack cakes and all that shit. People think, oh, I said shit. All that stuff people think you do when you eat just because you plus size. I don't even eat half that. Like, my kids will tell you, and people, my friends and family who come to my house will tell you. Baby, Emily don't buy that. Emily I do buy the variety bag of chips for my kids because they like to snack or whatever. I don't buy all them little Debbie's and her, and baby, Big Deborah, Little Deborah. Neither one of them be up in Ebb house. Okay? So, it's just, I want to let people know my journey. And actually, for the first week, I've already shared it with my friends and family, like my husband and my friends. But, I was actually down. I was the beginning of September, even before I started the medicine, because I had already started doing small things like stop drinking drinks, incorporate more water, less bread, less starches, and kind of just slowly getting my body prepared to make all the changes I need. I went from 237.9 pounds. Yes, I'm in the 200s club. I was almost at 3. I was 30 pounds away from 300 pounds. That's when I know I had to get my life together. And I ain't knocking nobody who 300 pounds, but I'm short. When I post a video, baby, I'm this tall. I can't be 300 pounds. Even though I'm thankful, like I said in my other videos, I've been at a set 230 for years. Like, maybe not even a whole year. I'll say the last year I kind of picked up more, but the 200 club I've kind of been in since I've been in my old house, since I've been starting my health journey back then. Like, I've been in the 200 club and it's been steady. It's never went past it. I was surprised to get to 237 because it had said at 230 for so long. Like, even I'm talking about with even extremely eating bad. I mean, like, chips, alcohol. Alcohol was really my problem. I like sweet, like, I like drinks. I like mixed drinks. So it was the sugars and all that stuff in there, because that would really what give me. Because on the weekend, I would have a drink, baby. I would. So now that I've even stopped doing that. I've stopped drinking, honestly. I've had like a wine glass here and there throughout this week. Not even, I want to say maybe one. And then the other days when I ran my hot bed, my husband was like, you want a glass of wine? I was like, nope, bring me my knockoff Stanley, cup of water. Yeah, when I say knockoff Stanley, it's a Five Below cup. But I'm not paying Stanley $60. Y'all gonna learn. You gonna learn me as y'all keep watching, following my life. Baby, I'm cheap. I'm not paying $65 for no cup. The Family Dollar, what's called Five Below cup, do the exact same thing. My ice be still sitting there overnight. It just ain't got Stanley on. I can print Stanley on it if I want to, or I can put my logo on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, it's just so I really just came to like realization that I was just like, you know what, we gotta do, sis. We gotta get this weight down. We gotta, so I'm happy. I'm definitely happy to share my journey with you guys. Y'all can ask questions. I definitely will answer. The more questions I see, even from TikTok, so I'll probably be vlogging here too. Like, just letting y'all know. I haven't had so far any mood disturbances. I had one mood day last week, but it really because my cycle started back. And y'all see, like what I told y'all was going on the first time before I started all this, I'm back on it. Yes, because I didn't go get the second round of the Depo-Provera, and so my second round was supposed to be due in June. like where they give you another shot. But I was like, I hate that shot because it makes me so just and it makes me, it almost make your body feel like it's pregnant, so you crave a lot of stuff you don't need, like sweets and chocolate. So I just don't need like get on it. So I didn't go get it. So my cycle came back at the end of August. Yeah, and it's the end of September. And I've been bleeding since, so, we back again. So, that's my next step to, get handled. I need to go get some tests done to see what's going on. Or, baby, listen, we can do a hysterectomy if y'all want. Like, whatever y'all want to do. So, make sure y'all subscribe and follow and stay tuned. And I'll see